Welcome to another day in the shed. Okay, what I did go to Lidl's this morning and I picked up another set of clamps because I thought it was for $6.99. That is a no-brainer when the cheapest 300 at in excess was $4.95, so a fiver, and you get two for £7, so that's all right. I did pick up something else as well, which I was quite lucky to get, but I shall show you that when I can sneak it down my shed. Now, I've done a few more little boxes yesterday, and you're going to try see how they come out with various different glues when they're glued in place. That one is hot glue, which looks absolutely horrendous because I used my little glue gun, the glue pen, and you can't get it in there properly. So I tried spreading it with a toothpick, but the glue dries far too quick, so that might have its uses elsewhere. But let's see, how does this hold together? Bloody hell. Now that would do it. That's held together quite well. Next one was just normal PVA. That's that one, just a normal PVA. That works as well. It was like, and don't forget these are the loose boxes, it just fall apart. So that one's working well. And the last one was the polyurethane, or the foaming glue, Gorilla Glue in other words, and that looks like that. It's foamed all over the place, but that's interesting. You can even see where it's foamed through the gaps, and that is holding really well as well. Now the question is, what one do I use? The hot glue, I want to test this to destruction. Yeah, the hot glue maybe not so good. Try the PVA. Bloody hell, that is PVA's good. And that is super strong, so I'll probably use that one. The trouble with that is it's thick, whereas the PVA you can literally just brush on. That one is thick, but thinking of that, and there's a little test I put together with the hot glue. When you get both sides, that is quite strong, but yeah. So I think it will be the polyurethane. I did 3D print some little, let's just take that off and put that on there to keep them together. Bring down here some little glue spreaders. I altered the size of a few of them so I can spread the glue. So that'll be, oh, and that'll be a use for a box, won't it? Yay! What else today? What else have I got to do? I glued up some three, oh, I don't know, let's bring you in a little bit, that's as far as I can go. 3 little blocks for the monitor mounts, so I'll glue them to the end of them now, and I'll leave them to set, and then I'll see how that goes. I want to split the base and the console because I've got to re-drill that speaker wire hole, and I want to work out where the amp sits, so that's what I'm hoping to get done today. Last night I did have a brief look at designing the bar top arcade, and that is not going to be easy, and I'll throw a little thing up on screen now. I took a snapshot on my phone, and I think it's pretty self-explanatory, the hassle I was having. But yeah, that is going to be a mega project. So, but let's get on with this one for now. Whilst going through a few boxes last night, you know, like I said about putting a handle on the back. Now I found a couple of different ones. You've either, there's like a little knob which I could put there just to pull the bottom out, or there's a bar handle I could put there, or maybe one each side like that, which you can't see, I don't think. No, you can't see the lot of it. Like, hold it, let's bring this up a bit so you can at least see what I mean. Like that, one each side. I'm not going to do that now, so leave your thoughts in the comments which one looks best. The bar handle, I could even put two, one there, one there. The bar handle, or just a little knob at the bottom. Yeah, I'll leave it to see what you think. Oh, and I've now got 3 subscribers. Thank you, Grays. Can't remember the second part of it. If I have a look, I'll mention the name later. That's Grays, Greyz, I think. So yeah, and I've also what I might do today is glue some blocks on, so I can do exactly the same as what I've done to the base with the insert nuts, screw in to hold that in place. I've separated the two units, and I've bundled together just 3 bits of cable that will be coming up, and I reckon 8mm drill will do that. So I've got one here, so we'll try that. Take that one out. We'll see. If that works. Just eyeball in the middle. Made a mess of that, hasn't it? That has made a mess of that. Where's me? Jesus. Talk about a bit of a shit cut. There's my little craft knife. Probably the worst hole I've ever drilled in my life, that one. Anyway, sort the other side out when I take the top off. Now, will them 3 go through, or have I got to widen it a bit? Let's have a butcher's. That's tight, I think. I might have to wiggle that a bit. Yeah, that should do it. Oh, that's what I meant to look at. See the sound setting on this. So I think it's coming across quite quiet. That'll do. Perfect. Just testing the sound. Oh, doesn't look like you don't see a sound bar with this one. Alright. I've just been doing a bit of a layout test because I wasn't sure where the HDMI stuff was on this, and I thought it might be a bit close to the top, but that's fine. With the transformer and the PC, I'll probably measure the bases and cut a bit of wood to that size, so I can screw into the wood and I can glue the wood to the console base. I've cut some little stands so that can sit on there like that. That I'll probably cut a bit of wood to and sort of glue it up there somewhere. There, all the screen controls and the power and what have you. I tried these mounting brackets and they would be okay, but as I said, the only 2.5 little screws I can find are nylon ones, and they're just no good. You can't screw them in tight enough because they bend with the pressure on it, and if you try and tighten them again, being nylon into metal, it just strips the thread on the nylon nut. So I'm gonna have to try and source some 2.5 6mm screws from somewhere, which I don't know where. I'll have to go up and do a bit of Google, I think. Yeah. Right, let's do that. Oh, and I've also got to cut one more block because I'm one short, and I'm, oh bloody hell, is that's going to block the ventilation of that, isn't it? Do I turn it round, have it blowing forwards? Because that's the exhaust from the PC, and I don't really want to block that. Can't really go back a lot more because I've got to get wires around. Oh, that might be alright. And I'll mount another one there, which is definitely going to be in the way of the wires, but they're only thin wires, so I can route them behind there, I hope. But getting to that over there is going to be a bitch. And there's a little cutout like there is there over there, so I'm really tight for space. I can't mount it that way because it covers the hole. Don't really want to mount it on the side like that because the heat is gonna get that hot, and the same if I mount it like that. Although mounting it like that, I would be able to get to that screw, but the wiring would look a bit of a mess, I think. Yeah, still loads of things to think about. Right, I think I've sussed it. If I have the computer there, that transformer can be mounted that way. So it's got the ventilation at the top, and you've got a mounting or a hole in the mounting plate there, and you've got a slot at the back, so I can slot it in and fix it, and that means I can do the nuts up first, and the same with that, I can take that out to get to the nuts at the front. I've marked the bases out of just a bit of scrap that I found. So you got the PC, the transformer, and the strip there. I've also found out that 3 little bits on that weren't enough, so I'm going to put the 4th bit on, but I don't know if I'll leave the camera like that because I'm going to try some hot glue, so we'll see if that works. Oh, I keep forgetting I've got a front screen on this as well. Let's see if that works. I'll just turn it on. It flashes whilst it gets up the temperature. See how long that takes. I don't think it takes that long. There you go, that's up the temperature already, so that's a blessing. This is where this stuff dries so bloody quick. Yeah, look, that's, I can't, that's bloody dried already. Yep, anyway, turn that off. That's where hot glue comes in handy if you want to stick something quickly. I have also bought my big hot glue gun down here just in case I need that, because that has got proper glue sticks in it. It's a gas powered one and you get a bit more working time with that. I think you at least get 20 seconds or something, which you don't get a lot with this one. Right, it's coming up to, or it's just gone 1, so I'm gonna go and have a cup of coffee and do a bit of Google foo on them 2.5 screws. Right, that's my little break over. It's not raining out there, it's very mild. I think it's about 15-16 degrees out there at the moment, but it is blowing a gale. So oh, and third subscriber was Grays Grows, so, or Grays Grow. So if you're watching this, mate, cheers for subscribing, thank you very much. What else have I learned? M2.5 screws are £4.69 for 100, and I need 4. So I've just searched through God knows how many screw boxes that I've accumulated over the years. Now, if them holes were M3, I'd have a gazillion screws, or even M2. I've got them. What I ain't bloody got is M2.5. So I'm going to carry on searching. They must be in something. I've even taken the screws out of the terminal strips, and they're M3, believe it or not. But what else did I do? Printed myself some minute glue spreaders, which hopefully they'll do for going round the inside of the box. And I've got another package from China, which is there, so I'll open that. I think this is to do with the arcade project. Yes, it is. It's a PCB for a Samoa joystick. That looks cool. Look at the state of them pins. Don't know whether you can see that. Look at the state of them. That would straighten them up. But yeah, flux all over the place. But yeah, these have got the metal bars on top of the micro switches, so I wanted to try them to see whether that makes any difference to the throw of the switch. But even that don't look too good. Look, that one's hanging down quite a bit, that one's not. I'm going to have to straighten these pins out as well. Oh, that'll do. They'll fit in. That goes in the arcade box from when I don't know how much I've been rabbiting on today, but I definitely ain't got a lot done so far. It's just about thinking about stuff, and I try to keep my videos around about the half-hour mark, but I've got a feeling I might go over today, but we'll see. Maybe I shouldn't have said that about it not raining. The minute I go to get the workbench outside to do some cuts, it starts raining. And never rush with a jigsaw, because you get an abysmal cut like that. But I'm not too bothered about that, because that's just a mounting block. They're all me little blocks, but that's what you call sod's law, I think. Yay! Actually got something done. There's the base on that. A little out the back. There's the little strip ready to be glued to the side, and there's the base of the PC. So I'm just going to put these in, mark them up so I know where to glue, where not to glue, mark round them, and I think the next thing will just be to start gluing the blocks on, gluing these on, and running a bead of glue around the edges, and I think that'll probably be it for today. Probably won't be, but we'll see. This is where things slow down a bit, because all I've really got left to do on here is gluing. I've got it dry clamped, and I've just put a little glue along there, along there, along there, and along there. I've only gone to certain parts because I've got to glue the bases in for the transformer and the PC, and when I glue them in, obviously they'll hold the bottom and the sides in, and I didn't want this polyurethane foaming out to hold the blocks away. I suppose I could have cut it off, but yeah, that's just more work. And the lacquer clamps, because I've only got two of them, otherwise I could have clamped the top. as well. But yeah, so we'll see what that turns out like tomorrow morning. Then I'll probably sling some more clamps on and glue a bit more, or I'll glue the blocks on, and then I'll move on to putting some foam in the base, and possibly do a bit of sanding. I might bring my big boy out for that, my 18 volt, but I want to try the hand sander first, just to see how that goes. Right, I'm now off to download this, have a beer, sling it into an editor, and put a video together. So I'll see you all tomorrow. And thanks again for my 3 subscribers. Cheers.